What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TRX Tron at the request of Chocolate Cookie. We're doing this for you, my friend. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Tron off to a banger of a month so far, man. So much volatility. Hit a high of 45 cents. Now you're sitting at about 25.7 cents. Crazy, crazy stuff, right? Last week, literally like a week ago, you were up at these prices. We look at the daily. It's crazy how far you've come down. What I love to see is that as you've moved down, so has your volume. So generally, whenever that happens, right, like if you're moving up and your volume's dying off, generally that means your move is coming to an end. But if you're moving down and your volume's dying down, especially on a corrective phase, that generally means not only is your move coming to an end on the downside, but you're likely going to eat it all up and continue your trend in the original direction that you came in from. You're at the 50 area on the daily right now on the RSI here. Kind of an area that you've continued to find support on, throughout this thing's history on the daily. So do expect to find support here or soon. That could have been your low yesterday. It really could have been your low. We look at the 4-hour time frame. Your RSI is pretty deep in this oversold zone. Normally, whenever I see readings this deep, I expect some kind of bounce. It'll bring you either back to the oversold zone and then you go lower, or out of the oversold zone and then you come back down. One way or another, though, I would expect you go up and you come down, you form some kind of higher low with a lower low in price, and you get that bullish divergence. That's what marks the low, and then you start to move up from there, right? And it probably doesn't happen just like that overnight. We probably do some kind of boring stuff for a little while, and then we move up. But you get the picture, right? All that to say, it's possible, it's very possible that this is your low. I normally look for bullish divergence or more things to find a low. And at any rate, even if this is your low, it's too early to say. If this is your low or it isn't your low, either way, I do expect you're going to bounce from here. Being that you're so volatile, you could go all the way back up to these areas where you found support, which is all the way at 31.5 cents. You're at 25.7 cents. You go all the way back up to 31.5 cents over the next day or two, just for the next week and a half or so, or the days to follow, for you to grind back down and then even see a lower low than that, right? So you very well could see a lower low. Don't be discouraged if you do, right? Tron unleashed the beast last week. It's going to take a little bit of a reprieve from that. If we look, and I'm just trying to get to a time frame that's like relatively appropriate, if we take the high to the low here from our last cycle high to the cycle low that we had there, we tipped our 1618 golden extension, right around 42 cents there, tipped it. Generally, when you find resistance in this zone, you expect to pull back to the 100 to the 886 zone and then find support. Normally, if you find resistance at the 1618, I like to say that instead of the 100 to 886, it might be more appropriate to just say the 100 level or even just above there, right? You really could find support just above there. Being at 25.7 cents now, though, that's not really reassuring, right? Because that would imply that we have lower to go. I do like the idea of moving just above the 100 because we do have previous areas of resistance right here at about 22 cents to 21 cents. And I mean, if we take this overall fib just from that low, I don't know if that's an appropriate fib to take. I mean, that comes very well in line with our 786. I could see that happening, man. Something around 22.5 cents to 20 cents. I could see that happening. You're at 25.8 cents now. I would expect again today, maybe even over the next 2 days, maybe you see a little bit of a bounce, but then to end the week, going into the end of the week and beginning next week, I think you will see this move down. That'll take you around 22.5 cents or lower is my expectation for Tron, okay? After that, we can resume the talks of this upside party. I mean, man, this drop really is a blessing. How many people last week, you saw Tron up at this price. You wish you bought it here. You didn't have the chance, but you wish you did. I think you're about to get that chance to buy back there again. So don't make the mistake. The next time it pumps, it probably won't rip just like it did this week, but it likely will take longer and it will likely grow more, right? Like this is just the beginning. It's not going to stop there. So overall, high to low, I don't think you pull back to 18 cents. I think 20 cents at the lowest is where you go. 25 to 20 cents, I should say 22.5 cents to 20 cents is where you go. After you find support there, you're going to be on a mission that's working your way up slowly but surely up to 59 cents, 60 cents, let's call it, to $1, right? And higher over time, right? These are just targets that are probably going to happen, I would think, by the end of January. You're probably going to be worth 60 cents or more by the end of January. That's my thoughts. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. I think Tron's a beast of its own kind, man. It's going to do really well this cycle. I really like the structural support you have in this chart here. I know this is the USDT chart on Binance, but if you look at like the all-time history, I mean, still you're finding support at the previous like cycle lows, resistance points, right? And even this previous cycle's like support points. Actually, I guess not really, but still decent support based on this metric alone, right? You can see support, previous areas of resistance going back here, pretty close to this one too even. So I do believe that you've got higher to go. I think Tron is far away from where it's going to end the cycle, and it's going to be really exciting to see where this thing goes. I got nothing else to say, guys. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.